This is Chase Cook here at the Microsoft booth, checking out Limbo, and I've got the producer here. If you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and let us know how you're affiliated with the game, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, my name is Mads, and I'm the producer of Limbo. Limbo is an atmospheric puzzle platformer in which we follow the trials of a young man and his journey somewhere between heaven and hell.
And it definitely has that kind of look. It looks like a little purgatory. How did you guys decide on using this atmosphere? How did you develop this kind of artistic style?
It pretty much came out of the very first concept drawing that Arndt Jensen did. It's 6.5 years old, and it has this striking high contrast, horrible atmosphere that you also see in the game now. But it then took him 3 years, pretty much where he secluded himself and worked on the concept before he was ready to take on the rest of us and develop the game.
Excellent. And the game is playing really excellent. It's very intuitive. And did you guys decide, because it has kind of a simple design with the black and the white, did you decide to keep the gameplay like that because of that, or was there other reasons?
Accessibility is a key design principle in Limbo, and a lot of the decisions come from that.
You guys, what are you guys looking for the user to experience? This is definitely a game that seems more like, not about telling a story, but about being experienced too. Is that an important part of Limbo?
Absolutely. It's all about the unsettling atmosphere and the player experiencing this setting and this game for himself. So it's very light-handed in sort of the narrative way, and it's just basically providing a platform for the player to arrive at his own conclusions about what is going on.
Now, you guys talked a little bit about the sound earlier while we were playing, but it's kind of hard to hear in E3. Do you think maybe you'd be able to explain like how you married the visual and the sound style to create an experience like that?
I wish we had our sound designer here so he could do it, because he's simply just a genius. I'm so happy and proud about the sound design in Limbo. I think it just adds so much to the game. It is really, creating the entire atmosphere and creating in depth and the spatial awareness.
Do you guys have any plans for maybe continuing with a design philosophy like this after Limbo releases? Are you guys planning on this is like your minimalism, you really enjoy that, or maybe you're going to take it in a different direction?
I think we're going to refine some of the design principles that we've been working on with Limbo, but it's all up in the air, and we're back to the drawing boards, and who knows, maybe in 7 years we'll emerge with a new game.
And now how has the response been so far? We noticed that you guys got the Kotaku Best of E3. How has the response been with everybody since you guys have been showing Limbo off?
We've been showing the game off since we received 2 nominations at the Independent Games Festival earlier this year, and so we've attended the Games Developers Conference, and we were at PAX earlier this year. Now we're showing it off here at E3, and what's common for all of these events is that it consists very much of gamers and industry professionals, and they respond very well to the game. So now the game is ready to be released to the public, and it's going to be out there in less than a handful of weeks, and we're very excited to see how it actually thrives in the general population.
And that's impressive too, to have all this praise, especially when it seems like a lot of people are pushing for the bigger, better, stronger, faster. Games like Limbo are seeing a lot of success, especially with Xbox Live, getting out there and people are seeing them and getting praise, and that continues the ideology that, yeah, we like games like this and everything. Do you guys think that helps to get Limbo out there?
Well, I don't know if it helps, but it certainly helps us that there is all this background to contrast against, because a large majority of the industry is going in one direction, and that obviously makes it easier for us to stand out with something entirely different.
Excellent. Well, the game looks fabulous, and playing it, I really had a great time experiencing it. Even without the sound cues, the game's very atmospheric. Would you have any advice for players that want to play the game and get the full effect?
Yeah, the game is designed as a solitary experience, and I think what we're basically hoping is that people will, download the trial and give it a go and see if it's for them, and basically take it from there.
Well, I plan to play it with the lights off and nothing going and seeing how that affects, because I already jumped when the spider attacked me. So we're really excited and really glad you'd be able to do